As the number of children with epilepsy reaches an all-time high, actor Greg Grunberg and Dr. Christy Heck are here to urge people to talk about it. Good morning to you both. Greg, we'll start with you. Talk about your experience with epilepsy.
I've been an actor for almost 20 years, and our oldest son, Jake, when he was 7, we have 3 boys, and our oldest son, Jake, when he was 7, he started having seizures, but they didn't look like what you typically think is a seizure. We didn't even know they were seizures. He would stare or just kind of ignore us, zone out for 5 seconds at a time. Little, but enough that a parent knows, enough that when we told our pediatrician at a 7-year checkup, pediatrician said, wait a minute, that might be a seizure, I'm not sure. And our pediatrician was smart enough to say, you must go to a neurologist as soon as possible, get the diagnosis.
Right, so Dr. Heck, can you tell us what is epilepsy and how can it be treated?
So epilepsy is a condition of the brain where the brain has electrical storms, and they're episodic. They come without much warning usually, and it causes a change in someone's behavior.
So how can you diagnose epilepsy?
I rely on for a diagnosis, the most important thing is the story. And usually the story can't come from the patient themselves because they don't know what's going on when these things happen. The best story comes from a witness. So I encourage patients when they go to seek medical attention for these kinds of issues that they bring along someone who has seen them and who can describe to the provider exactly what they have seen.
And doctor, there are medications to treat this, correct?
Well, the good news is that most patients who take medication for epilepsy actually have complete control. So the key is early diagnosis, start treatment, and make sure that the seizures are completely controlled, but also to think about what side effects the treatment might be causing.
And Greg, what sort of challenges do you face when you're living with epilepsy?
If you have epilepsy, you are very normal. You're trying to just do the regular things that everybody else does. If you have seizures that are not controlled, you got to be careful of the shower, of swimming, of riding a bike, driving a car. All these things are obviously concerning. But as a parent of a child, children have even more to deal with, which is bullying at school, or teachers or coaches or relatives that just don't understand because you're in someone else's care. An in-law might be, I don't want to be alone.
Really great information. Where can we go for more?
Go to talkaboutit.org. or epilepsy.com.
For more information on this segment, log on to our website, fox4morningblend.com.